So today we get to finish this. You might not even know what that is by looking at it. This is gonna be a huge plow that I put behind the kids' tractors. And sorry for all the background noise that you hear up there. There's basically a hurricane going on outside. It is like 40-mile-an-hour winds. There's a bunch of open hay fields. So open fields and wind is not a good combination. It just makes it even worse. So all the background noise, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. But it's a good day for me to stay inside the shop and get this plow finished. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna try and finish it up. If this is your first time seeing the plow, go watch the video before this. Yes, the video before this would be how we got to this point. These are wings, interchangeable. We can lower them, put them down here when it's laid down. As they're sitting now, this will be in travel mode. We need to attach the tongue for the trailer. We'll do that today. I wanna put one more bracket, and that's where we'll start putting all the teeth to dig into the ground on all of these. Attach the wheels, which are right here. So we'll make these interchangeable so we can raise and lower these. Obviously when we're traveling, we'll want to lower them, so these are the only thing touching, and then we'll make them raise up whenever it's time to start plowing. So quickly before I start, the more I kind of think about it, the more I don't think I'm gonna add an extra piece on this spot. And the reason for that is honestly just weight. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll leave it how it is. Instead of adding that extra piece to put more plows on it, it's just gonna make it more heavy. I already have a feeling the tractor's gonna struggle with this to begin with. So we'll probably just add, let's get a count of our teeth, and I wanna start cutting all the teeth for this, get them welded on, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, so then obviously 4 and 5. So these sides will have 5, this will be 5. So I guess it's 10, and then probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 in total teeth that I think we're gonna put on this. I think that's a fair number. I don't wanna make too much because then it's, like I said, not gonna be able to go through the dirt, but you wanna at least make it look cool. So let's get 16 of these bad boys cut out. What I might do is all of our old plows, we're not really gonna use that anymore, the little bitty ones. So I might try and salvage the teeth off of those, see if there's a way I can use our plasma cutter and cut them off. They're in the back there where the hurricane is, back there. And see if we can salvage them, because that'd probably save us about 10 or so. Yeah, there's these are. We're just not gonna use these anymore. These little puny things, now that we have that huge one, these won't be used. We might as well try and save these if we can. So the problem is whoever welded these on did a really good job, and they're welded on very good. I did the welding. They're really not that good, so it shouldn't be too hard to take off. I think I'll get the plasma cutter, cut as close to the edge as I can, try and take them off. There's what, 7 of them? So that's almost half right there. We'll save just by salvaging these. All right, well, I used the plasma to cut all of them off. And it's not the best, but I think I did a pretty good job. That'll save us 7 of these. We'll probably use these. We might use these actually in the middle. And so we need 6 in the middle. So we'll get the best 6, obviously not this one. We'll get the best 6 for the middle. And then we'll create 10 ourselves for the outsides. That way they kind of match together. I think we need to make these a little longer too than these. Aesthetically, it'll make it look nicer. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's get 10 of these measured and cut them out. So here's one of the ones we just cut off of the shanks, whatever you want to call it. So they are about 7 inches long, which is probably about right and about how long I should make it. Let's see if I go, I want to leave enough metal here though, in between that 7 and that 12.5 in case we need it for something else. So I think if I go 8 inches, that should be a nice little long shank. That's a little bigger. It'll look a little better than having the small ones on the outside, and still save some metal in case we need it for something else. So let's get, I forgot my number. I think it was 10, right? Let's get 10 of these, 8 inches long, measured, cut out with the plasma. I'm gonna grind them all down, make them all look nice and neat, and then we'll start get them mounted onto that, weld them on there, and then we gotta get the tongue put on. And the hardest part, I think, is gonna be the wheels. But I want to do that last because we figure out how long the teeth are going to hang from the bottom of the plow. That's how we're going to have to use that to adjust our wheels so they can drive. So now we have all of our teeth cut out. We got 16 of these bad boys. Let's do the middle piece first. I guess the front of the plow really doesn't matter. So we'll weld 2 here, where you can see it, like this, like this. I might stagger them actually, so they're all in the same place. Maybe I'll start it on the super wide, on the middle one will come a little closer, and the bottom will come even closer. I think that's probably the best way. So let's go ahead and get that started. Weld these all the way out and slowly stagger it just by about an inch on our way in, kind of give it a little V look. That way when it's disking the dirt, it'll make it look cooler. It'll make more destruction and the kids will love it. Again, I'm sorry about the loud noises in here, the wind. I can't stop it. So here's where we're at. I think so far it looks so good. So what I did, like I said, I was gonna stagger. Probably can't see them too well, but here's what it looks like from the side. So I was gonna stagger them. So this one's over slightly a little bit, and the bottom even a little bit more. I ended up putting one in the middle, because I put all 6 of these, and it made a V, and I noticed there's nothing in the middle. So we threw one in the middle, one more extra. But so far it comes out really nice. I think it'll look great. Now let's get the other ones welded on this side. And then same for this side. I'll probably do the same thing. We'll probably put one here, and then maybe stagger these just a hair so they're not exactly the same. And do the same for the other side. It should be pretty good. There we go. Now it's starting to finally look like something. So like we said, we got the teeth on bottom all kind of staggered. I think it looks awesome. The same with the side. I'll turn you sideways for a little bit so you can kind of see what it looks like. We got the teeth on the side one. Obviously, when we're driving, this is how it's gonna look. But when we're working, we unbolt this, we weld it to there. It all lays flat and it looks phenomenal. Same with the other side. There's a little overview. So now I want to add the tongue, weld it directly in the middle, probably out a decent distance, but not too far, but I'm thinking probably about right here is where we'll put it. I want to get that welded, and then we got to do the tires, which is going to be the hard part. This is the part I'm not really looking forward to. So I'm trying to think the best way to do it. I think in this middle piece is where I want to do it. Put the tires about right here or so. Or I could do the outside. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about the tires. Let's get the tongue welded on first, and they'll go from the tires. So we pretty much got most of the welding done, I think. I want you guys to take a look. Tell me what you think, and reply in the comments below if you think I should do it any sort of different. So here's where we're at. We got the tongue welded on to the tractor. That'll be easy, nice little bolt on. But here's what it looks like. I think it looks fantastic, I really do. I think it looks great. Let's show you the wheels. The wheels are the only concerning part for me. So here we go. Here's the wheels. What I did is I welded a bolt to the bottom of our wheels. That way we can raise and lower. There's one under here too. We tighten these two together. We want to go in travel mode like that. That way it's nice and extended. And then we want to start disking or plowing, whatever you want to call it. We lower this bolt right here all the way down. And then we raise the wheel up and then screw this one down. That'll keep the wheel, probably this part, all the way flush with this. That'll raise it high enough to where the discs are much lower than the tire. That way they destroy the ground. The only thing I'm worried about is this tire can swivel, like so. I have a feeling it might get a little too crazy back here when Hudson's driving. So I can weld this together to make it where it doesn't swivel. So I'm thinking that is something I should do, but I'm curious on your guys' thoughts before I weld that together. Should we leave it swiveling or should I not? Also, I planned on finishing it today, but the weather is terrible. It's cold, I can't paint it. We don't even have the green paint. I thought I had John Deere paint, but I don't have any. So I gotta go grab some of that. But I'll wait for it to warm up. It'll warm up tomorrow, so I'll paint it tomorrow probably. But I wanna wait for your guys' opinion on the wheels also. Should I weld that or should I not? So let me know your thoughts. I think it turned out great. Next video will probably be me finishing the paint and then welding the wheels together if you guys think I should. And then I'll probably have Hudson use it a little bit also to see if it works. But the weather's terrible. I'm getting out of here. It's kind of miserable. It's loud probably for y'all also, so I apologize again. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't stop it. So thank you for watching. We'll finish this project next time. I want to put lights on it also and stickers, John Deere stickers. So I'm gonna go get all that. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.